Aspirations of becoming a millwright technician, which by definition is a high-precision craftsman or craftswoman who installs, dismantles, maintains, repairs, reassembles and even moves machinery in factories, power plants and construction sites. Well, she's currently a diesel mechanic and mechanical engineer and is not about to slow down anytime soon. Her name is Thapelo Phukuje and she's one of our inspirational women this month as we continue to shine the spotlight on phenomenal women. Thapelo, a very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning.
Now, give us a brief history and background into how you became a diesel mechanic and mechanical engineer.
So how I became a diesel mechanic, I used to see women suffering, struggling with a lot of things. So growing up, I used to really like fiddling up things and finding out and wanting to know more. So I had studied electrical engineering initially, and I decided to go into mechanical, which is more of predominantly men-dominated industry. And I have learned a lot from it, and I saw so much interest that I can still have or do a lot of things out of the mechanical background.
And having learned a lot, what would you point out as some of the highlights of embarking on this journey?
Come again, please?
Having learned a lot, what would you point out as some of the highlights of embarking on this journey?
I can point out three things. One, you can do whatever your mind tells you. You are capable of doing it as a woman, and there is no precisely a job for a man or woman. So you can do whatever your mind tells you that you can do.
Okay. You know what? The sooner millions of women in South Africa realize that, the better. Now, do take us through what your typical day entails.
So, in a nutshell, my day is get in there and you do your safety precautions and you check around, and after that, you then go into the work itself. So I know that a lot of women get that probably seeing at the pictures around, they're thinking of, oh, this person works or uses a lot of strength. It's mainly your mind that needs to be strong. So you need to use your mind. You need to have a strong mind to do your work. So basically my day-to-day job is that I do cylinder heads and I assemble them. Cylinder heads are components that goes into the engines that would connect to the whole engine. So I do certain components of the engine. So every day I do my safety, I do my assembling, I do my disassembling, I do my inspection, and I also do my quality checks. So that's basically what I do every day.
You know, just listening to you, I am in awe, Thapelo. I'm pretty much in awe. So what kind of challenges does this sector come with, and how did you overcome those challenges?
Oh, challenges is pretty much few, because firstly, you'll be there. I remember when I started joining the company that I'm working for, I was the only lady amongst about 19 guys. And you can already imagine how hard it was. So it was very difficult for me to gel in, firstly, to become myself. So I had to learn to become myself so that I can feel accepted. And in the long run, I learned to accept who I am and for them to know and accept who I am. And I really have experienced a lot of challenges. You will name them, maybe sexual harassment, maybe feeling uncomfortable around them, maybe not knowing what to do around them or what to ask. But you overcome them. If you've got a strong mentality and a focus on what you want to do, then you become what you want to do. So you pretty much face a lot of challenges, a lot of competition, a lot of negativity. But if you are determined, you are able to make it through.
Now, Thapelo, let me ask you this. What impact does the fourth industrial revolution on your career has, and how does it force you to develop personally?
I would personally say that it is a challenge, but not really a challenge because our company is also moving with technology, and we have decided that we were basically mechanical, but then now we're going to put on an electronics on it, and we are advancing, and it's no longer that thing of you using your strength to do other things or you using your imagination, such as when back then when there will be a problem in an engine, you'll be listening to the knobs, you'll be probably seeing the smoke or etc. But now you do have tools like softwares to be able to diagnose those problems. So we are moving with it, as much as it's affecting a lot of mechanical companies. So we need to really pull up ourselves and move with the technology. So I would say, for me personally, I see it as an opportunity because I have both background of electronics and mechanical. So I'm really excited about it. I don't know about other people, but I'm excited because I'm able to combine the two and make it work for me.
And as speaking of your aspirations of becoming a millwright technician, do give us a brief synopsis of what that entails.
Oh, becoming a millwright technician is basically what I just explained, which is you do electrical and mechanical them together. And like, for example, we are now moving to the fourth industrial revolution, which is verbiage and everything. So we basically combine the two. So you're able to do both at the same time. So in a nutshell, I'll just say that about millwright. But it's just a broad thing. But in a nutshell, you just combine mechanical and electrical, both education and work experience, and then put them together.
Okay. And what's the ratio of women in the industry, Tebogo, and how do we ensure the growth of female diesel mechanics and mechanical engineers?
The ratio is quite not satisfying for now, but we are moving to the positive side, I would say. Maybe we are 3:10 if I were to rate it, but we are not yet there. So how to improve it? I would basically say we need to give women chance. We need to not discourage them. We give them support and enough encouragement. We are able to give them there's women who want to become engineers or who want to be in this industry, but they put their doubts, and when they get into this field, then they are being bracketed and put in the bracket or something, and then they start doubting themselves.
Still a very long way to go there. And the question is perhaps how do we balance the scale as speedily as possible to ensure equity for all genders in particular? So what do you say to a young woman who is watching this interview right now and is very much inspired by you?
I would say, young woman, you're powerful. You can do this. Believe in yourself. You need to have a powerful mind. You need to believe in yourself. You need to open up your mind. You need to try it. You need to do it, because naturally we are born powerful. So you can do this. Go for it.
Tebogo, I'm really inspired by you. I really love your tenacity and your drive and your zeal and your passion and your mindset in what you do. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Well, that was diesel mechanic and mechanical engineer Thapelo Phukuje talking to us, or rather taking us through her career path and the challenges she faced as we celebrate phenomenal women this month. We'll have your sport news in a moment.